Okay, it's 9:05. We're gonna call this a Board of Supervisors meeting to order. He's here. Mr. Bradford, can you give us an invocation? I want, for anybody that doesn't know, Ali Meyer passed away, former Justice Court judge. I think the funeral's gonna be Friday or so. I don't know if they got the time set yet, but I just want you to remember her in prayer.
Let us bow here. Father, we thank you this morning, oh God, for allowing us to see another day, oh God. And Father, we just ask, oh God, that you are precious and giving us the life to see the day, oh God. And Father, we come to you, oh God, the ones that may have passed, oh God, Harris County Judge. Continue to look over our family, God. Give them comfort in their time of need, oh God. And also strengthen this county, oh God. Such all the elected officials, God, Father, continue to keep a hedge of protection around them and their families, oh God, as they go and do the business of your people. Father, continue to bless this city, bless this county, bless this state, bless this country, oh God. And Father, we just ask, God, that you allow peace to enter into our hearts, oh God. Allow us to live amongst each other, treat each other with kindness and care, God. And Father, we just ask, oh God, continue to look at the finances of this county. Father, continue to bless your people, oh God. Father, continue to make ways. Let Adams County be a beacon in this state, oh God, for new businesses and the people that say, oh God. And Father, we just ask, oh God, these prayers in the precious Son, Jesus' name. In the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Turn to the prayer, pledge. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, do a roll call. Mr. Gray?
Present.
Ms. Hutchins?
Present.
Mr. Gaines is out. He had a family member having surgery or something. Mr. Middleton?
Present.
Paige Dean?
Present.
Randy Lewis?
Present.
Scott Slover?
Present.
And Mitzi Khan?
Present.
And I'm here. Do things a little out of order. Ms. West? Is it West or Smith?
It's both.
Okay. I'll let you do your report so you can get out.
Good morning. Lynette Smith, Southwest Planning. Under the Adams County Home Improvement Project.
Hold on, just one second, okay. I need a motion to approve the minutes for August of 2025. Moved by Ms. Hutchins.
Second.
Second by Mr. Middleton. Any discussion? All in favor? Any nays? Motion approved. You can go ahead now, Ms. Swift.
Okay. Lynette Smith, Southwest Planning. Under the Adams County Home Improvement Project with the ARPA funding, we are complete with all applicants. All applicants have been, construction has been completed and they are all satisfied. The last three applicants were Flora Burns, Joe Washington, and Dylan Pressgrove. I have invoices here for approval to pay the labor costs along with the inspection fee and the developer fee. So we have Ms. Burns with the amount of $4,720. These are all labor costs. We have $150 for inspector, final inspection, and $150 for developer to Southwest Planning. Second applicant, Joe Washington. Labor costs $4,916. Final inspection fee $150. Administration fee $150. Last applicant, Dylan Pressgrove. Labor costs $5,800. Inspection fee $150 and developer fee $150. I need permission to pay these invoices. We do have the funding in our office. This concludes the second round of the ARPA Home Improvement Project funding.
Okay, you heard the request. Need a motion. Motion by Ms. Hutchins. Second by Mr. Middleton. Any discussion? All in favor? Any nays? Motion carries.
And I do appreciate the county for entrusting Southwest Planning to administer these funds.
Sure. And y'all did a great job with it. Helped a lot of people. Thank you.
Thank you. One last thing, the remaining amount balance is $881. Southwest Planning will be returning it back to the county.
Okay.
Unless you want to just attribute it to Southwest Planning.
It's on something else, it's not on that. What about the other home we rent? Have they completed that and got the work that?
It's in the last phases, if I'm not mistaken. That's all I have.
All right, appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Okay. And, we have a group of, ladies here that, want to speak about, I think, the pool, the senior citizens pool, and I'd like for you, if you have a spokesperson, one of y'all need to go to the podium, please. And, we need to know what y'all need us to do, or what you'd like us to know.
We're just trying to keep the pool at Liberty Park open through the month of September.
All right. And your name is?
Maxine McAndrews,
Okay, and what's your address?
104 is Sparrow Drive.
Okay. When is the pool scheduled to close?
Labor Day was yesterday was supposed to be the last day.
Oh, we kept it open so Cathedral and some of the other things could
Well,
practice.
Cathedral usually use it all the way to October.
Uh-huh.
They would usually use it to October. But we would still be closed because our lifeguards would go back to school or go back to college. But this year, I have, like two lifeguards that's in high school and they're seniors, so they get out early on certain days and they get out at 10 o'clock. So they agreed to come over when they get out of school.
We only need one lifeguard.
I know this, we do this with the city, so have y'all talked to the city at all?
Yes, the city has already.
They've approved it.
Okay, so, we need to approve it ourselves, okay? So y'all wanna keep the pool open until the end of September?
Yes,
Right.
please.
Okay, and you don't have a problem with
All right.
that? Okay. All right, I need a motion. Motion by Mr. Middleton,
Second.
second by Ms. Hutchins. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any nays? Motion carries. Okay, we'll keep the pool open until the end of September.
We appreciate it.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ladies, for coming.
You didn't even have to be here for that, I told you. Mr. President, in the future, when we get, they get one of us, and we get one of them to go over there, and when they discussing the pools and the seniors, where we can be at the
That's
table.
probably a good idea, so,
If we was at the table, all this wouldn't be
no,
going on.
if you hadn't known that it already happened, I wouldn't have known. Okay, I need a motion to approve the dockets. Ms. Hutchins? Second. Second by Mr. Middleton. Any discussion? All in favor? Any nays? Motion carries. I need a motion to approve the financial reports for the Adams County Sheriff's Office, the Chancery Clerk, and the Purchasing Report. Moved by Mr. Middleton. I'll second. Any discussion? All in favor? Any nays? Motion carries. Special presentations, if any? Any special presentations?
You might make history today.
County business, Leo Fleming, Public Adjuster.
Yeah, they're in the process of doing, they're a public adjuster that we've hired, and in the process of trying to do a claim for some mildew, and they need to hire an expert for approximately $5,000, and they wanted board approval for that. They can be available by phone if you want me to get Angela, get on the phone so you can talk to them.
Which building? Any building, particular building, or all the buildings?
I'm not sure where the building is, I can get them on the phone if you want.
Okay.
It's the sheriff's department, this building in the courthouse.
Okay, so to move forward, we gotta have this done. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, if you want to pursue the claim.
Okay. All right, I need a motion to hire a mold specialist, I guess. Moved by Ms. Hutchins. Second by Mr. Middleton. Any discussion? All in favor? Any nays? Motion carries. City government business, if any? Scott, we need city government business.
We had it wasn't really a meeting, but we were able to communicate with the city regarding the change order that we talked about, the funds of the city. They just don't have them allocated towards that project. And according to the meeting, when we went back and reviewed it, the board had approved the change order, but wanted us to meet with the city pending that meeting. But, you know, we need to go ahead and approve the change order one way or the other, because it's just sitting there right now.
I thought we were ready to go ahead and do that.
We did, but they wanted us to fully accept that we're paying all of it.
We said we'd go ahead and do it anyway, if they decide.
Okay, you want us to do
I
another
want to
motion?
motion that y'all do it.
Okay. Moved by Mr. Middleton, second by Ms. Hutchins. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any nays? Motion carried. All right, who wants to do the first departmental report?
Cool, ladies, don't be scared.
And that fails with Adams County D911 dispatch. Number of calls for the whole month of August. Adams County SO had 476, Natchez PD had 864, and Natchez Fire Department had 30. Also, I did get a quote on the challenge that we talked about the last time I was here. The quote was $31,000, but before I moved forward with that, I was gonna call a advisory board meeting, and we talk to each department head since they need extra channels to see if they can split the cost.
You say extra channels?
Yes, they wanted 32 channels when I was here
Yeah, right,
last time.
okay, I want to be clear about what we're talking about.
Yes, so we did get a quote on it. The quote was $31,000. So I was saying before we move forward on getting the extra channels, we're gonna have an advisory board meeting where we can talk to each department head, since everybody needs the extra channels to see if they can split the cost.
Okay, I think that's a fair idea.
Okay, anybody have any questions?
How often do that board meet?
Well, we usually, meet on a regular, maybe once a month, but here lately, since everybody been taking vacations and stuff like that, they had other obligations. We haven't met in a while, so we're gonna call another meeting.
Okay, who's next?
Good morning, board. I'm Shay Ryan with Adams County Sanitation Department. I just wanted to come here and give our monthly report. The routes are still the same as they have been. We billed out 5,861 active counts this month. We have about 438 people that are on drafts. We did have a little discrepancy with some people receiving their bills this month because the post office, I guess when they were sorting them out to send them out, they got ripped. So we got a lot of them back. So we did have some people calling that didn't receive their bills this month. So y'all may have gotten calls and somebody said they didn't get the bills. But when we got them back, we got them back in a little plastic envelope that was ripped already, and they was already halves without the other section to them. But those that are faithfully paying, they did come in and pay without the bills. I just wanted to let y'all know if y'all did receive calls that they didn't get bills this month, that was why. And I think that's all I have, unless y'all have a question for me.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Good morning, Joe Bellin with the Adult Intervention Court. I sent the email the MOU over to Attorney Slover last week, just asking for it to be spread across the minutes for River Ridge.
sent out a hard copy to us?
I emailed it over to Attorney Slover after the judge had signed it.
All right, what else you have besides that?
That's it.
All right. Let somebody else come up and we'll, get that in a second. Who's next?
I approved it, I think.
Okay.
Didn't have.
Do we just need a motion to
approve it.
approve it? But
It's
can I go ahead and get a
their
motion?
standard agreement, subject to funding, so she sets their rates.
Moved by Ms. Hutchins,
Second.
second by Mr. Middleton. Any discussion? All in favor? Any nays? Motion carries. All right.
Thank you.
Look, he's ready to get out of here.
Good morning, Board. Samuel Minor, Veteran Service Office. I don't have anything really to report this meeting. Got some things in the works for November, but as soon as I get close to finalizing those events, I'll let you know.
Okay.
So that's all I have in case, unless y'all have anything for me.
Good. Thank you.
All right, thanks.
Next.
Good morning. Janine Price, purchase clerk for Adams County. On August 21st, we had our 6-month, 1-year debris monitoring and pest control 2-year bids. And I'm gonna go over those with you all. On the 1 year, we had striping, 4-inch hot spray thermoplastic traffic stripe, $5,000 per mile. Had 1 mile minimum and 4,400 per mile, 3 miles minimum. 4-inch hot spray thermoplastic 60-mile traffic stripe, 11,800 per 1 mile, and 11,500 per mile, 3 mile minimum. Total on the 1 mile minimum is 16,800. 3 mile minimum total 15,900. Paint, 4-inch spray paint traffic stripe with beads, $4,400 on the 1 mile minimum, 3,700 on the 3 mile minimum. 4-inch spray paint traffic stripe with beads, $6,300, 1 mile minimum, $5,000, 3 mile minimum. Total for the paint, 1 mile minimum is $10,700, and then the total for the 3 mile minimum for paint, $8,700. And we only had 1 bid, and that was traffic control products. For dirt, we only had 1 bid. It was with Davis Real Estate, 60 cents per cubic yard. For clay pit run gravel, at $12.50 per cubic yard, we only had 1 bid. It was D-Rock Running.
How much was the bid?
$12.50 per cubic yard.
That down some.
Okay. Next, we have construction materials. We only had 1 bid we had 2 bids for just 1 item in construction material. One was for Terrell, that was number 57 concrete gravel at $41 per ton. And then APAC had number 57 concrete gravel at $35.10 per ton. So APAC won, that was the lowest and best bid. All the other material, 3/8-inch pea gravel, $35.10 per cubic yard. Coarse sand, $14 per cubic yard. Field sand, $11.20 per cubic yard. Unwashed oversized gravel, $30 per cubic yard. Washed oversized gravel, $56 per cubic yard. APAC won that. They were the only bid for that one. Okay, limestone number 7, $46 per ton. Limestone number 8, $46 per ton. Limestone 16, crushed limestone, $40 per ton. Various rock, riprap, $46 per ton. Only 1 bid which was Terrell. So they, we only had one, item and we had 2 bids, all the other ones were single bids. And that's for the, 1 year. And I move forward with the one. All right, 6-month bid. For the concrete, we only had 1 bid, and it was, MMC Materials. Flowable fill, $133 per cubic yard. Ready mixed concrete, 3,000 pounds, $166 per cubic yard. Ready mixed concrete, 3,500, $171 per cubic yard. Ready mixed concrete, 4,000 pounds, $176 per cubic yard. Pea gravel grout, $185 per cubic yard. And 2% calcium hardwood, $14 per cubic yard. Culverts, we only had 1 bid, Southern Culvert. 12-inch single wall, $8.50. 15-inch single wall, $11.30. Okay, and now we're gonna talk about the pipe, poly pipe double wall, 12-inch, $7.10. Band 12-inch, $13. 15-inch poly pipe, $9.50. 15-inch band, $22. 18-inch poly pipe double wall, $21.70. 18-inch band, $38. 24-inch pipe double wall, $21.30. 24-inch band, $53. 30-inch poly pipe double wall, $30.65. 30-inch band, $125. 36-inch pipe double wall, $38.50. 36-inch band, $174. Metal 16 gauge, 12-inch, $16.90. 15-inch, $20.30. 18-inch, $25.45. 21-inch, $28.90. 24-inch, $32.30. 30-inch, $40.85. 36-inch, $49.40. 42-inch, $58. Metal 14 gauge, 12-inch, $20.30. 15-inch, $25.45. 18-inch, $30.60. 21-inch, $35.70. 24-inch, $40.90. 30-inch, $51.10. 36-inch, $51.35. And 42-inch, $71.60. Our last 6-month bid is for hot mix asphalt, and APAC was the only bid. Lay down price per job for 50 to 200 tons, 1 to 1.5 inch overlay, $200 per ton. 1.5 to 2 inch, $200 per ton. Lay down price per job for 201 to 500 tons, $90 per ton. For 1 to 1.5 inch, 1.5 inch to 2 inch, $90 per ton. Lay down price per job for 501 tons above, 1 to 1.5 inch, $52 per ton. 1.5 inch to 2 inch, $50 per ton. Leveling, $150 per ton. That's for 1 to 1.5, 1.5 to 2 inch, $150 per ton. 101 square feet and above, $100. That's for patching, is $100 per ton. Hot mix asphalt surface court, $100 per ton. Hot mix asphalt contractors miss, $100 per ton. And tack coat is $5 per ton. And that concludes our bids for the 6-month and the 1 year. And I'll go on to the pest control bill, bid for 2 years. We only had 1 to submit, and that was Bay Pest Control. And that's what we had before Red.
How much was it?
They do us a whole lot for per building.
We had issues with it.
Yes. And just to remind you, we're not required to bid, but I did it because it was 2 years coming up, so I just went on and submitted it because we did it, so whatever you guys want to do, okay? I know we had some issues with it last time, so we can make a decision.
Robbie, have you seen those bids? You familiar with them?
Yeah, on year to bid, yes, me and her went over them this morning,
There you go.
meeting.
We need a motion to, accept the bid, the best bid,
So,
moved by Mr. Middleton,
excluding,
Base Pest Control.
excluding pest.
So we'll get
My
together.
motion's excluding pest.
Okay.
Second by Ms. Hutchins. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any nays? Motion carried.
Okay, I have one more. We did do the 1-year disaster debris monitoring, but it's some things that we need to make sure that are correct because we had one vendor to upload their bid on the county website. My specs specifically show, deliver the bids to the Board of Supervisors building by 10 a.m. of August 21st, or have it mailed to this address by 10 o'clock, August 21st. So I called the state auditor to ask, and they were saying that they have to follow your specs. If your specs show that, that's what they should do. The only exception to the rule is if we have a population of over 20,000 and we have reliable high-speed internet service, we have to allow them to have somewhere to upload their bids. I was gonna bring that to the board, but Brad brought up something that made me know I need to go back to state audit. What was it about the population you asked, the question you asked me?
Yeah, well, they're referring to the entire county because it is, we had 35,000, or they're just talking about the unincorporated areas on that. So that's why I say get clarity on that before we do it, because in the county, we're only looking at maybe 15,000. And we don't qualify. If they incorporate the whole county as a whole, it'll push us over that threshold. So that was why I was asking to get clarity on that.
So I will bring this back up at the next board meeting. We still have time because it doesn't start till the 1st of October, and the next board meeting is September 15th. Let me get that question answered, and I will come back and we'll go over these bids. I want to make sure we're doing it the correct way.
You can do it, but it's gonna be the entire county, it's not gonna be unincorporated, the way that statute reads, but go ahead and do it.
Oh, I didn't know. So you all rather I go ahead and just...
No, go ahead and check with Alan just to be sure, but it's gonna come back saying that.
And the last thing that I have was a bid for the grapple truck. Remember, we couldn't make any finalization on it. I did contact, and I had something in writing, and Scott did as well. So once he brought his in, it wasn't any need for me to bring mine, but he could explain what was told on that. But it was the same thing that I had. But we did get something in writing, and I can give you all a copy of it. And you can better explain. So Scott, can you explain in this? The finalization of that.
Yeah, I forwarded the email to everybody,
Yeah, we did.
if that satisfies the board.
Do we need a motion?
Yes,
Finalize
because we
that?
never did
Okay.
5 months.
Need a motion to, finalize the agreement on the, Lincoln
Yeah,
truck.
you're gonna have to find that was it portable, mobile,
Portable mobilization, service unit.
is a service center.
And
As part of the motion.
we do have to do a motion, right, Robbie, because we have to make sure that Truck Works is awarded it. Due to that, we have to make sure that motion says that.
Yes.
Need a motion. Moved by Mr. Middleton. Second by Ms. Hutchins. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any nays? Motion carries. Thank you.
Okay. Oh, what did we talk about? Remember we were speaking about the showers and the additional $4,032, if I'm not mistaken, on the privacy wall. So we decided to go ahead and submit the final payment because that part is done. The $4,032 is still out there hanging, so I don't know what we're gonna do about that part.
Thoughts on that, Scott?
I I mean, the way that we've done non-conforming purchases that were issued in good faith is through a pay order in the past. I've drafted a pay order and had submitted it to Brad and everybody else.
Okay, do we need to approve that?
The court ends up approving it. The people that are requesting it have to sign.
Okay. We didn't need to approve the final payment, is that what you
The
asked?
final payment, we don't have, are you talking about the last of the third payment? That's fine, that's already been going through, it's the additional $4,032. But what I was saying is, just to make sure that we know, I found out about this when I received the actual invoice. I wasn't aware at all of this privacy wall until I received the invoice. So there was no way I could do a change order if I was not notified before that.
All right. Well, in the future, I hope everybody realizes we can't do that.
Real quick. Now, what happened was on that privacy wall, the original contract was for the showers. On the privacy wall, he just put them all in one. That wasn't supposed to go there because we have money for the Grand Gulf Special Project. That's the money that the walls will come out of. When he submitted it according to with the actual bid, which it should have been separate from that. So that's what happened when he got tied up in that. Then when she got the final bill, it was more than what we approved for the showers itself. But we do have money for special projects on the wall. We have that Grand Gulf money in there for it to pay that. But that's only when Scott sent it out. That's why I was telling him I wasn't signing it, because that was supposed to be on the original quote that he gave. That was an additional item on it. So he should have signed an additional invoice with the walls on there from that.
Okay.
So the only thing I can ask for, I don't know if this is the proper way to do it. So we closed that PO out, and since Brad has funding, would we like to do another PO with the $4,032 with the funding of that? Tell me whatever we can do, because
Well, the problem is that
it's already
the
done.
work was done prior to permission. And under government, you have to have permission in advance. That's the issue with the work already being performed. And it wasn't, which would have been fine had we gotten a change order in place prior to them doing work. And so you have a technical fault of purchasing, that purchasing statute. And so there's a statute that allows us to pay them. You just need to sign the motion and we'll have a judge approve the order and we'll do it. We've done that before on numerous other county employees, so.
What statute is that, Scott?
It's,
That one part of the original bid though, on that change order, the one you sent me, it's saying I'm liable for that if somebody wanna come sue me, and I'm not signing that. So that's where we at on it. Because we got special project money designed just for Grand Gulf and the showers itself, which it was originally supposed to be with. He just made a mistake, put it on the original, the invoice.
31-7-57. It's in subsection 2.
So if no one's willing to sign this, what's the next step, or this is it?
Let me ask a question. I understand what you're saying, and I'm not gonna break it off for nobody, but,
Let's have a closed determination, Supervisor.
all right, we can do that.
All right. We're gonna do a closed determination
Okay,
later on.
all right, thank you.
Okay. Who's next?
Good morning, board.
Morning.
Got a couple of things, bring you up on speed. We did do a tabletop exercise at Camp Shelley, and we got some new ideas coming in the emergency management field using AI. I know a lot of people are afraid of AI, but there's some things that we have to get adjusted to moving forward. And this one company, Disaster Intelligence Initiative, they're trying to incorporate AI into our recovery and our response mode. What that means is, if we have disaster in Adams County, residents can talk to this AI, get a list of questions of what their needs are, and it generates and populates on the map. And it shows the instance of how many in the household, are they sick, what they need, and it populates and generates and sends it to us. So we'll have a spreadsheet of what individuals need, if they need a tarp. So this AI, along with our other platforms, it talks to each other, and it gives us a report of what the residents need, what their immediate actions they're gonna take, and it helps us to request those items on that. This is something we're trying to get started in the state, and they asked our county to be a pilot. It's test free of charge. They want to see how it works on the emergency management platform to get feedback on that. So I just need permission from the board to try to let's take advantage of this AI program and see whether it helps benefits us, helps my job a little better, help the residents get what they need faster than what we normally do on that. So I just need a motion from the board to allow us to be able to utilize that and let them utilize our system to test it.
All right, you heard the request. So need a motion by Mr. Middleton, second by Ms. Hutchins. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any nays? Motion carries.
Also, they will be sending out 5 rebate checks out. We should get an increase. I think they said we're gonna get $10,000 more. According to the state legislature, they passed a bill. So we should be over 100 something, kind of be on the lookout for that, on that.
We'll keep on that. Did you have any paperwork along with that, motion we just made that we need to sign?
No, I just have to get approval for them to, they're not gonna charge us anything. They gonna build a platform, we just gonna be able to utilize it. So yeah, it's just a trial basis on it.
Okay.
Also, requesting travel, September the 18th, September 13th, for Billy Humphreys, Clayton Humphreys, Jane Young, and Sharon Sturman to go to the Mississippi State Fire Academy CO2 class for the volunteers, September 13th. They just gonna travel, they're not gonna stay.
Okay, so you don't have a voucher?
No, they not.
Okay. All right. Moved by Ms. Hutchins, second by Mr. Middleton. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any nays? Motion carries.
All right, September the 18th, the Regional Emergency Planning Committee meeting, gonna be in Woodville, Mississippi, Wilson County. Myself, Bree Cooks, Tom McGee, Billy Humphries, and Mike Ellis to attend that.
Okay. You need a motion for that?
Yeah.
All right, need a motion. Moved by Ms. Hutchins, second by Mr. Middleton. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any nays? Motion carries.
The last one, September the 26th, Colin, Western Campus, active shooter drill in Western Mississippi, in Copiah County. Myself, Tom McGee, and Miss Billy Humphries.
All right. You heard the request. Need a motion by Mr. Middleton, second by Ms. Hutchins. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any nays? Motion carries.
That's all I have. Any questions on the board?
All right. Thank you, Mr. Bradford.
Morning, Board. So we're looking at 366 requests for 911 proper. In August, 258 transports at 71%. That's staying roughly the same as it's been for the last 2 or 3 months as far as refusals are going. City is 8 minutes and 7 seconds at 93% on priority ones, and the county is 1331 at 92%. We had 41 refusals, 12 no patient contacts, 14 canceled prior to arrival. We had 14 site calls and 3 assaults. The assaults are down by around 70% from last month, so that dropped. The site are pretty much, they're just one call variants, so it's still high. People still doing a little bit of stuff that they shouldn't. 146 multiple calls, same timeline, 1 medical flight from the field. I noticed going through reports this morning, I've got an anomaly that's occurring with my priority 2s. The mapping system that the crew's using is currently being reviewed by IT and being updated because it's particularly as it relates to county responses, it's taking routes that the crews are arguing with. It's not the quickest route. I don't know if it's a Google Map update that's taking place or what, but I've got the IT department working on that, because it's giving them a little more distant routes to take. And if, with that AI mapping, if the crew deviates from it, it dings the crew. So they're kind of got competing priorities. They know the quicker route. If they go a route different than what that AI mapping is routing them to take, then that's the second priority they're competing against. They're gonna get dinged on it. So I told the crews in the meantime, take the direct route. They're local, they know the area, take the faster route. And I'll sort out the AI on the backside. It's something to do with the mapping update that's been pushed to those devices. So
AI is not as smart as we think.
well, AI calculates a lot, but I can tell you right now, if you give me a route downtown and it's trying to route me to take 3 blocks extra to come on one of these one-way streets, I calculate red lights. It doesn't. It's calculating distance.
So they have their flaws just like anything.
Just like anything else, the crew knows the quicker route. Once we identified that, you know, I've got supervisors right now. I identified it this morning. I've been in since 5 o'clock working on this. I identified it this morning, and I've got supervisors notifying crews right now to take the route that they know to be the quicker route until we get the maps updated. But I wanted to make the board aware of that, just in case somebody asked, well, they come in from a different direction, it maybe wasn't the quickest direction. The flights remain kind of down, a little bit decreased from the field. Usually we run 3 to 4. Like I said, this is the second month in a row we've had 1. And then we're still doing our monthly meetings with our facilities to make sure that we're timely getting on and off the walls, you know, at those facilities. Y'all have any questions for me?
I believe, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Real quick, bro.
Okay, go ahead.
You left last meeting before I could thank you, but a couple weeks ago, Cathedral hosted a track meet, cross-country meet. And somebody called me about 3 o'clock that afternoon and said, we forgot to have an ambulance on site. I called Tim, and he got one stage there, and I appreciate it, because it was hot. There were 13 high schools at that event running, so I appreciate you getting some.
Well, we appreciated the opportunity. I had the crews, I had Matt go out there, and I told him, I said, don't be sitting in that truck. If I was to pull up, I don't want y'all sitting in the truck. And he took it to heart. He was out taking pictures with people on the track. I mean, he was around and about, you know, him and his partner stayed pretty busy out there, just being in contact with people, so.
But it was just good to have y'all there. Like I said, with the heat and those kids, it can get nice.
Well, thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Tim. Who's next?
Good morning, board.
Come on.
I have a tire reimbursement, President Wilson for 548. Should have it.
Okay. All right, and need a motion to approve this tire grant.
So low.
Moved by Mr. Gray. Second by Ms. Hutchins. Okay, any discussion? All in favor? Any nays? Motion carried.
Have a spoiled dirt request, President Wilson, John Scott, 112 Old Meadow Road.
Okay,
So low. Second.
moved by Ms. Hutchins, second by Mr. Gray. Any discussion? All in favor? Any nays? Motion carried.
Next thing I have is 90 Providence Road. It's a dead tree. It is on county right of way. Got 2 quotes. President Wilson, you should have them up there. Arbor Boy Tree Service is $1,500 and Thompson's Tree Service is $1,800.
Okay. Assume you wanna take the lowest amount?
Correct.
Arbor Boy, $1,500. 90 Old Providence Road, I need a motion.
So low.
Moved by Mr. Gray, second by Mr. Middleton. Any discussion? All in favor? Motion carried.
I see Mr. Ford here. Robbins Lake is complete. Midway Construction has completed it. grass seeded it, got it complete. Mr. Ford's here, they had inspectors on site, approved it, got with the state. I think it's all been approved. Is that correct, Mr. Ford?
They get a letter from us stating that it's accepted by the board, so
Okay.
once I get that out.
And it looks good, and it's working, and like I said, we had that big rain Friday, and it got up and done it in the siphon. We've done away with the 3 siphons through the pipe, put offset siphon. It's pulling down, and it's working real well, so. All right.
So you need a motion?
I'm good.
He's gonna do
okay.
his, I just want to bring up my report. President Wilson, you should have a school bus turnaround for 2025, 2026. School bus turnaround, list.
I do.
Has to be approved before the board.
Okay.
There's a school bus turn on there.
Right there. And I've got the cover letter coming from the school.
They do it once a year.
Yeah,
Did you get them figured out?
we got a couple that's private, but just don't accept it. See what happens. When it- You know, when we get calls. I mean, we don't get calls on every one of them. That's just what they submit to us.
So you're good with it, Robbie?
Yes.
So moved.
All right. Motion by Mr. Middleton, second by Ms. Hutchins. Any discussion? All in favor? Any nays? Motion carried.
Next thing I have is, 135 Tubman. I know we talked about it last meeting. I did get some pictures, correct address, President Wilson. I know that's your area.
Yes.
About the tires and all, just need some guidance. I know last meeting, he said get them up, but we spoke to the guy and he said he's gonna get them up, but that's what we hear on every site we go to. And they don't, but I mean,
Can we go ahead and do a sign and just see if it's cleaned up next time?
All right. The motion?
Yes.
okay, and I do, you
You
got some
seen the
pictures.
pictures? Yeah. Well, maybe part of
This guy I had one, that 25 Roseland Forest. You know, Supervisor Gaines was asking about, I took some pictures and put right there his, address, but I don't know if he wants to do it or not.
Okay.
So I'm gonna take some pictures of that.
I'll send them those.
Okay, and I think I got one here. Yeah, I'll give it to you, the one I got too, for that one. And the next thing I have is, on this group of EWPs that will be awarded, I guess today through him on Dunbar Bayou, that, pipe that needs to be ordered, the county has to pay for it. I would like to get that pipe ordered after it gets approved today, because it's gonna be a 4 to 6 week time frame on that pipe.
Say we gotta pay for it?
Yes, NRCS don't buy pipes. Plus, this goes on our road, but while the contractor's doing the site, he will take care of this too. That's all I have, unless y'all have anything for me.
You need approval to order that pipe?
Yes. Once
Did
it,
you do that last night?
once it gets approved, Scott,
Once he approves it.
yeah, Mr. Ford, once he gets that approved, I just need approval to order the pipe while I'm going to be ahead of the game. So, we'll bring that up. And Mr. Hanson is supposed to be here for 10 o'clock, with the movie about the rodeo ring I brought up last meeting. Mr. Gray, you requested for him to be here. I sent him a text, he sent me a text back, said he would be here at 10 this morning, so, we'll see. That's all I have.
Robbie, you had any more, tire dump sites pop up? Especially,
Side the roads.
well, yeah, anywhere down Lower Whipple Road or down near Carthage Point.
I have not, I did turn a guy away last week at Foster Mound. He showed up and said he will have close to 100 tires. I told him we couldn't take those, you know, from an individual like that. And I don't know, I think some of that's happening once we turn them away. Where they going is to the side of the road.
I was coming across the bridge yesterday evening and a guy had a whole trailer load of tires, probably wish I'd had time to follow and see where it's going, but they were junk tires.
Yeah.
And I just wonder if this morning you're gonna find a tire dump.
Probably so, because like I said, once you turn around,
Anywhere around
that's where
Beverly Hills or.
we end up getting them anyhow. You know,
Let me know, cause I have the information on that particular truck.
okay. That's all I have.
One other thing you mentioned a while ago about, Johnny and,
Yeah.
tearing down the playground equipment. We do not have insurance on that playground equipment that got destroyed, so we need to go ahead and clean that area up, and I'll ask for money from big tree fell on all the playground equipment at
In
Kingston.
Kingston, I brought it for the board here a couple of months ago, a month and a half ago, and Johnny come to me this morning, asking if we were gonna tear
Well,
it down.
I didn't get new equipment, so that was old anyway. They were depreciated out with it, anything anyway.
That equipment there come from Trinity School, they donated to the county, and we went and got it and redone it, put it up, but, Johnny just had to ask me this morning, he come over and asked me, are we gonna tear it down? I said, well, he need to talk to the supervisor in that area to see what he wanted to do at this time.
Go ahead and tell them to clean it up.
I have a question too. What about all the other equipment at the other playground? So if something happens to them, are we insured for that? No. You think we need to get that on
I just think that's a kind of one-off. I mean, that's the first time I've heard anything happening to any of them, maybe. The only other thing that happened, the car run through the middle of a truck or something, wrecked, but they would be insured by the person that hits it probably. Yeah.
Raleigh, Jackson Point Road.
Yes. I have not been there, to be honest with you.
I got a text on the 26th, which was one day last week. They said Wilkes County was gonna start this week on their
Wilkeson's
side.
gonna start at the old
They're
stove
gonna go
going there
to
to the there.
Yeah.
Okay,
So you know how long that'll take.
yeah.
Maybe next week.
Okay, so like I said, we're trying to,
I know.
we won't finish up down there on Carter's Point either by next week, but that's where we've been, and we're trying to get it wide and get it ready where we can use that additional money to wrap that backside of that levee.
Just want to get another Woodville has
Okay.
started working, or we're supposed to start this week.
I know you'd had some pictures, and I saw those pictures, but, and, since it's going down there, cause I can't do nothing, cause I don't have any equipment. It's all
Right.
down here.
When you do that on that Carthage Point Road, will you be putting, a blanket down and then rock, or are you gonna put, global field?
Then rock.
The surface gonna have this 16. The side's supposed to have the geotextile fabric with the rock on top of it.
They're gonna use flowable field to solidify, or is it just
No,
gonna be
we don't
rock?
hold it in place. What happens with that, flowable field, once it's grouted, it stays in place, so any kind of voids get behind it. Those
Then it
rocks,
becomes a washout.
you have a big washout, you can have voids up under.
You don't see it till it's gone.
Yep.
That's what happens,
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, good morning, board. We're going to talk about Robbins Lake. Like I said, we had inspection on the site, doing the construction of it. The construction is complete and is acceptable. We had our surveyor go out to verify the elevations of the inverse of the pipe and everything checked out, as it should. Therefore, we're requesting, payment to the contractor at Midway Construction in the amount of $210,000 for the construction of Robbins Lake.
So,
Moved by Mr. Middleton, second by Ms. Hutchins.
Did it DQ today?
Any discussion?
Well, they approved the work, and so all we have to do now, my understanding is, since it's been accepted, submit a letter to the contractor stating that the project is accepted, and then we will copy DEQ on that.
And it should be fine.
Should be fine.
Thanks.
They just want to make sure the proper pipe is used, and so since it is.
Well, they're real ticky-tacky, that's why I just want to make sure we're done.
All in favor? Any nays? Motion carried.
I also request authorization for the engineering fees associated with the project in the amount of $15,120.
Moved by Ms. Hutchins. Second by Mr. Middleton. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any nays? Motion carried.
Second thing I have is we received the pre-award documents for 13 Johnson Circle earlier this week. They want a quick turnaround on it due to they want to make sure that it falls within their current fiscal year. So I'm requesting the authorization to allow the board president to execute pre-award documents as well as allow me to prepare the rest of the pre-award documents for 13 Johnson Circle, the EWP project. Just requesting authorization for both.
Moved by Mr. Gray, second by Ms. Hutchins. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye.
All right.
Any nays? Motion carried.
All right, EWP C011, that's Upper Kingston Road. Somewhere in the 1st of August, we received authorization for that project, but then the deadline was only October. So we're asking for us to submit an extension for that project to allow us the opportunity to actually design that project and get it under construction. That's Upper Kingston Road C011.
Request. Moved by Ms. Middleton, second by Ms. Hutchins. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any nays? Motion carried.
Earlier, I sent an amendment for the engineering contract for Morgantown Road. There was a no-cost amendment. It was just adding some language the MDOT wanted us to include in our contract. I did submit it to Mr. Slover and he did approve it. So now I'm just requesting authorization to allow the board president to execute that amendment, adding the scope of work from the MDOT's LPA construction inspection to that contract to replace our language.
Okay, you heard the request. Moved by Mr. Gray,
Second.
second by Ms. Hutchins. Any discussion?
You said just language?
Yeah, so we just had a blanket, we will perform construction inspection services. They have a detailed scope that they want us to include, so we replaced our statement and just include their full scope in it.
Yeah, it's consistent with NDOT's stringent regulations versus our inspections. That's good. Didn't cost us anything, and it's required by NDOT.
And the last couple of items.
Okay. All in favor? Aye. Any nays? Motion carried.
All right. The last two items I have is EWP C045, that's Old Highway 801, site number 1 and 3, Dunbar Bayou, and Kingston Road. We went back and reviewed all the bids that were accepted, that were taken on August the 15th. Midway Construction was the low bidder in the amount of $643,300. We're recommending awarding that project to Midway Construction for EWP C044.
Okay, you heard the request.
6044 or
6045, I'm sorry, 6045.
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Gray,
Second.
second by Mr. Middleton. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any nays? Motion carried.
Along with that, we request the board's authorization to allow the board president to sign the contract. Once the contract is in the bonds is back and reviewed and approved by us, allow the board president to sign the contract once the contract to get everything back to it for that same project.
Okay. Moved by Ms. Hutchins, second by Mr. Gray. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any nays? Motion carried.
All right. And the same thing for EWP C079, that is Quitman Road and Kingston Road. Again, we reviewed all the bids, and the lowest bidder was Midway Construction in the amount of $130,625. We recommend awarding the project to Midway Construction, as well as, I'll go ahead and do this, as well as allowing the board president to sign the executed contract for that project as well.
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Gray, second by Ms. Hutchins. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any nays? Motion carries.
And that's all I have. Is there any questions for me?
Go ahead.
I just wanted to ask, where are we now on Perry Road and Martin Luther King?
Say that again. Say again.
Perry, out on Gordon.
We just got the authorization fully executed for that project, so we're gonna start moving forward with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
He wasn't even, I'm talking about change over on Morgantown Road, anything, he didn't know about all that. He wasn't, you know, when y'all was talking about Morgantown Road, the change over the city and the county, he
Yeah,
just wasn't in here, I just.
They fully approved, reapproved it, I guess would be the best way to say. For 100% county.
So am I waiting, because last time I told the contractor to move forward, am I now waiting until some document is in the city's hand before I tell the contractor to move forward again?
No, you're good. I'm good.
We're gonna do it, we just, not gonna get a lot of help.
Thank you.
We'll have to do the road for a long time.
Yeah, I wanna order the pipe now, because that's been approved.
Okay.
So,
Moved by Mr. Bill and second by the president to order the pipe for, what is it, Dunbar?
Dunbar bag.
Any discussion? All in favor? Any nays? Motion carried. Who's next? Me? I'll tell you what, Sheriff, before you get up,
Is he okay?
you okay?
Legs sleep.
Very good. Take a lead. Sir, were you here for, something with the movie?
Yes.
Could you go to you want to sit there?
Absolutely.
Just name and, address.
I'm Scott Hansen. We're looking for the equestrian center out on Foster Mountain Road, just for 2 nights of filming, but we'd like a couple of days ahead to like dress it up and make it look like a regional rodeo. It'd be September 10th through, I think, the 14th. We'd be mostly filming at nights, not too late. We'd probably start about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, go until we finish probably about 3 a.m. Basically, I mean, we'll have professional bull riders, but we'll be filming their practice. So they're gonna come out, do their thing. We're gonna be outside the gates filming just what they do. And everything else that we do will be outside of the arena, I guess. Pretty simple, pretty cut and dry, nothing too elaborate. We'll do a little bit of fireworks just as they, kick off the rodeo. It's like, oh, that's it, one time. September 10th through the 14th.
Okay.
Can we do that?
I need a motion to approve that.
I think she had it on the books for our last meeting.
I'm just gonna do this.
You say you all just using outside the rodeo, not?
We want to put a bull in the arena and have a professional bull rider ride a small bull, not like a big when you see it like Dixie National or anything.
Okay, and we'll of course be held liable for any.
We'll have certificate of insurance and everything. We'll be covered.
Okay.
Bring no can.
All right, motion by Ms. Hutchins, second by Mr. Gray. Any more discussion?
Was there, y'all got paid a rental fee, or is this,
Sure, what would that be?
that's what the standard
Yeah.
is?
All right, deal.
Okay, all in favor? Any nays? Motion carried. All right, good luck, man.
Thank you.
Good morning, board. All right, we were able to get back to picking up trash with the help of the inmates from down there in MDOC and a few more that have returned back to the Adams County Sheriff's Office. So District 1, 294 bags, District 2, 38 bags, District 3, 57 bags, District 4, 45 bags, District 5, 107 bags, for a total of 541 bags.
One's the trashiest.
Just to give you all another update on Project NOLA, they are working towards getting more cameras up, installed and working. Providence Park now has a camera down there, so I'm saying that publicly. So if somebody go down there and tear up the park right now, they will be on HD 4K camera right now. Also, an update on Broadmoor and LaGrange. In Broadmoor, they are building what you call an all-in-one camera out there because of the lack of internet and power. So they're building an all-in-one to put out there. It's in the process of being built. In LaGrange,
Johnny is checking with Eagle Electric because that camera is already up, ready to go, internet and everything, but it still needs power. So Johnny told us he's gonna check with Eagle Electric to see can they get on out there and put power. Once he connected, it's good to go as far as power widening. And I'm pushing them to have it up before Oktoberfest.
Thank you.
Yes, pushing them to have it up for Oktoberfest. We also have several meetings set up this week with multiple LPR companies. So we'll be doing Zooms, webs, whatever, Microsoft offices with multiple agencies, and then I'll be able to get back with you all by next week on what the cost of an LPR will cost, if it costs anything, depending on what happens, because ever since we said that in the last meeting, a lot of people been reaching out and making certain offers. So we'll see what comes about on that. I'm not sure how many vehicles we have left up there missing, but I'll get you an updated list of how many vehicles we have left. I know we have 2 up there that are waiting on computer stands to come in, but I'll make sure that they get you a finalized list of that and an updated employee list. And board, I do have something for executive session, so that's all I have.
Thank you, sir.
Is the cameras outside the courthouse working?
You know, that falls under county IT, but we are working with him on that as well. I can't say whether they up
So they
now or
not
not.
NOLA cameras?
No, those are not. Well, the NOLA cameras is in another location in that area. I don't want to say on camera, but we got them around. But we are working with county IT to help him get that situated over there and what needs to be done. Because with what's going on now with judges in courts, and people shooting people outside of courts and in the courthouse these days, we definitely need to make sure that we have those cameras working. So my IT guys will get with the county IT guy on there as well. I know they've been talking, but I can't sit here and say definitively that it's working right now. So
I'll find out.
we definitely want that working for
Yeah.
sure. We need it working.
Thanks, Sheriff.
All right, thank you, Bob.
All right, public comments. Do we have any public comments?
Oh, one other thing, Supervisor President, and I meant to tell Missy one other thing. We're gonna get you the list too, cause we're about to, we got the cars prepared that we need to sell. And so we'll make sure we get you that list and those VIN numbers and let you know when they go up on good.
Okay, very good.
Okay. Sheriff, they said they need a list of the marked and the unmarked patrol cars.
We can make that happen too.
Okay.
Corvette needs this? Yeah.
Y'all need it?
Oh, Randy. Oh,
They
hey.
need to, yeah,
Okay,
just
we'll
run
get
off
it to you.
Okay, Mr. Gray.
Yes, sir, Mr. President. I guess all of us got this letter from Judge Brown, right? And I don't know if I missed the meeting, but it's saying that I have learned that this award may not come to fruition as hoped. So have we put out that we weren't gonna give them any other opiate funds? Cause this letter said this.
We haven't given them any.
We haven't given them the money.
I know we haven't given them. We said we was gonna wait till we get through with our budget. But if you read this letter, it's saying like we changed our mind or something. And I'm not aware of us changing our mind about anything, but this is what this letter said.
It must be in my box, I didn't see it.
And then, excuse me, if you read on down, it say that we can monitor these participants by testing and court appearances, but if they do not receive the proper drug and mental health treatment, then our work will be fruitless for these kids, for these children, until they language in the system and may be at risk for future possible addiction themselves. So I don't think we change our mind about anything. I just I think we said we was gonna wait until the budget period to address the situation.
Do you mean when we adopt the budget, or are we ready to do the,
Well,
what
we
he's
haven't
asking
met and
about?
decided how we gonna distribute the funds yet, because you got, another letter from the circuit judge talking about the funds too. And, we need to, me personally, we need to meet as a board. We already done said we gonna do something for Judge Brown and the circuit judge. And Scott, you mentioned something else, a possibility that we could do with these funds.
The plan all along was to make sure that at the end of the year, there's enough money that keeps your cash balances from going into the negative first, and then allocate the money after that. I think that's what the board had said. And it's, I don't want to put words in Mitzi's mouth, but she was aware of that, and I think she's monitoring their budget flow, and it's not looking bad as the last time that we talked about it. So, they're, I mean, I'm anticipating they're getting money. We just wanted to make sure. Usually at the end of the year, we'd have to interfund loan money until reimbursements came in. And that's a hardship at the end of the year for our county administrator and bookkeeping. And so this would have alleviated that. So I don't know why they would think that they're going to table. Because that definitely didn't happen. It was simply
So for the record,
on our cash balances.
it hasn't been tabled. We're just waiting on, we got a little time. We need a little more time.
Right. Mr. President, I know we discussed the pool, but going back and reviewing what the city said, they also said that they would like to see the pool open for the public during September. And I don't know if that was in the deal with the senior citizens or not. So if that's the case, somebody need to contact the young lady that was in here and let her know that we agree or disagree that the pool will be open for the public as well.
I think the problem with that was she didn't have any lifeguards
Say she got two.
after a certain time. So, yeah, I guess we'll have to figure that out, because she does have a lifeguard shortage. But she could probably have some after school.
I think they get out
Specifically.
early.
Yeah.
2 lifeguards.
She said 10 o'clock.
Yeah, they get out at 10 o'clock.
But no,
But
senior
what time will they
citizens
get
come
there?
at 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning, don't they? That water's gonna be cold.
I know the senior's gonna be, I'm just saying about the public. Since they voted on it in the city meeting, are we gonna do the same thing here?
I don't see why we couldn't. Do we need to change or make another motion saying that it would be open to the public as well from the hours? The hours are gonna change obviously, because the time's it's gonna get dark.
At the end of September, right?
You know,
That's the
Six
issue.
thirty.
That's the issue is scheduling the lifeguards. Sharika, is that her name? She needs to be involved in those, figuring out what those hours are because
Yeah, I think the board directed her to leave the pool open until the end of September. Didn't give specifications as to hours and
Or
what.
even whether it's public or just for them.
I guess we can announce that when we find out.
Yeah, I was just
You leave it within her discretion.
reading what the city approved over there. They approved for the public too, so I just wonder whether we gonna do the same thing or whatever. So whoever talks to Sharika and get it approved. that's
We
fine.
didn't, we've never said it's only open for a certain group of people. It's always just been open and closed. And so based on our previous motion, that's more or less what we said.
Well,
Unless
from
you
my
had not.
understanding, what I heard, that the pool was gonna close Labor Day or whatever the case may be.
Yesterday.
Then, when the senior citizens was involved and wanna use the pool, they was gonna keep it open until the end of September. Then one of the aldermen suggested that it should be open to the public as well. So do the lady that run the pool on the same page with all of this? That's all I'm asking.
Oh, okay.
Ricky, could I say something about that pool right quick, just to let you know, I had a call from a lady, she's 85 years old, and she goes to the senior citizen, or has, and she thanked us for having a pool available for them. She said that her doctor told her 13 years ago she needed to start the water aerobics and what have you. And she didn't do it for 2 or 3 more years, but she started 10 years ago. And she said she would be in a wheelchair right now if it hadn't been for the aquatics they're doing in these pools and the fitness they're getting. And she goes on trips all over the country now or all over the world because she can still walk. And it wasn't for that pool and them being able to get in that pool. That's why it's so important to those seniors. So I had no idea how important it was until that lady told me about herself and some other ladies that are in there, and men as well.
Well, Mr. President, that was the whole goal of building a natatorium before the hospitals and the seniors and whoever else need to utilize the pool. They could do it year round, but the money kind of fell short, and then they start doing whatever they could do with the money that they had. But in the near future, we need to try to find some money to cover that pool and use it year round, because I don't know how they'll work with the hospital with patients. I know they have to pay, but it's just something you need to think about. Brad, I know we don't announce COVID no more, but that's all I see on TV now. COVID. And there's no way we can say something to the public to inform them that they need to be careful, because that virus is out here and is out here bad. So we can't do that. I'm saying it right now, but I'm just saying from your perspective.
Yeah, whatever the board want to do, y'all control whatever we put out to the public over the hyperreach. If that's what the board wants to send special.
Well, I'll just say this. I saw it on the news, and COVID-19 is bad, and I don't know how it is in Adams County, but still just be careful. Let me say this. We have an amazing community, and I always knew how amazing our citizens was, but I didn't realize that until this week passed. With all the love I've been shown from white and black folks, I couldn't hardly do my job at the car wash. And I'm just gonna say this: God is good, and He good all the time. And guess what? No matter what devil try to do you some harm, when you wrapped up in Him, you ain't gotta worry about it. My sympathy goes out to the White family, the Jenkins family, the Skipper family, the Webster family, the Green family, the Thompson family, the Meyer family, Judge Meyer, the Rounds family, and a special prayer goes out to the Minneapolis school up there with all that they had going on up there, man. This is getting crazy in this world, but we just got to stay prayed up and just be careful who you follow. That concludes my report.
Thank you, Mr. Gray. Ms. Hutchins.
I'm gonna elaborate on that, what Supervisor Gray said about the pool, covering, taking a cover for the pool, and probably even heating up the pool where it could be used year round, because I would like to see the schools put in their curriculum for swimming. I think that would be good. The schools would utilize that pool and maybe have a class for swimming. Would be good. So I would like to see that happen. You know, you never know. We may have stars leaving here going to the Olympics one day in swimming. So that would really be good if we can get something like that.
Maybe we can get a grant.
Yeah, and help us do
somewhere.
that.
Bound to be some grants out there.
Yeah, I would love to see that done. Another thing is, I need to get approved the payment for the October Fest that we usually do every year. I need to get that approved for the payment for the October Fest. I'll second it.
Mr. Gray, second. Ms. Hutchins. Any
And,
discussion? What's the amount?
$1,000. I was gonna say, I was gonna get the Missy on there. Yeah.
Missy, is that on your deal, $1,000 for Oktoberfest?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any nays? Motion carried.
Okay, the next thing I need, Rod, I need you to look at this, is 7 East Kirby. They got high grass, so we need to look at that and see if we need to, 7 East Kirby. Got that? The next thing is 130 Greenfield Road, limbs. We got the same problem with someone cutting limbs and they just got them all out. Out of road, we can't pick them up. So you need to look at that too. Got that? The next thing I have, I need to get approval for travel on September the 17th to Jackson for a board of directors meeting. No expense.
So motion. We heard the request. Motion by Mr. Gray. Second by Mr. Middleton. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any nays? Motion carries.
And the only thing I have left is my prayers go out to the families in Minnesota with the shooting of the school. That was, horrible. Anybody targeting kids, it's gotta be crazy. That was horrible. So my prayers go out to those families at the Minnesota school.
Thank you, Ms. Hudson. Mr. Middleton.
Wait, before I might forget, I want to say something. Rodney, I told you about the guy on Foster Mound, the heel.
Yeah.
He looked at, Scott, Ruby Lane, did you send a letter out to that same individual? You can tell Scott Ruby Lane after we get out of here.
Okay.
Thank you.
Mitzi, I spoke with you about the comment, Sheriff. I had someone mention to me concerns about the doors at the courthouse. I'd spoken to Mitzi about it, about traffic going in and out of doors that shouldn't be. Are you aware of that?
No, I'm not.
Mainly
The
employees.
doors that's supposed to be locked,
Yeah,
people are going out of them.
letting people in and out.
Employees or anyone?
Anyone, employees letting people in and out.
Are you saying my people or are you talking about
No.
courthouse people?
Courthouse.
Are you talking about behind the tax collector's office?
On that end, yeah.
That little door, they kind of use that as a break area. I mean, we can put a stop to it. That ain't the problem.
Well, I mean, you're in charge over there, so if it's a concern for your guys, I mean, if we're gonna have security over there,
Yeah, I don't have a problem addressing it, it just hadn't been brought to my attention until right now, so.
it was one of your guys that asked me about it, so.
He should have definitely came to me, so I didn't find out about that.
He approached me too, but I told him the sheriff's in charge of security, so you need to talk to.
I have that right out this meeting here. Got it. Check on out. Yeah.
The other thing, I went down last Monday and measured Carthage Point Road, from the split at, Lower Woodville to the Iron Gate, which is what is on our road register. The road register says from the split at Carthage Point, at Lower Woodville to the Iron Gate at the end of Carthage Point, it's 10.2 miles. It's clocked at 9.4. So that does not match what is on the road register. The right-of-way that I keep referring to has now been locked, the combination's been closed, and the other gate has a keyed lock on it. So, again, I'm gonna keep talking about this until we resolve the issue with this right-of-way, because the county cannot afford to lose the right-of-way on Carthage Point Road. River's gonna come again. It's gonna blow out again. Mr. Anthony's sitting right there. How often's that river come up?
Every year.
Every year. It's gonna be a continued battle. So, Scott, what do we need to do about the distance not matching on our road register that we adopted?
I mean, what do you mean?
Our road register says 10.2. It's 9.4. So obviously that distance includes that loop that no longer we have access to.
Correct.
So, what do we do?
I mean, you're, got a person locking up that right of way is claimed that they've been doing that for many years. And we have a claim towards that right of way, and, you know, it's what it is. You got a dispute, and the board can try to challenge that dispute or not.
Okay. I'm gonna make a motion again, to do what's right and to match that road, to our road register that we adopted, to have that right, those gates removed from that right of way.
Motion by Mr. Middleton. I'll second it. Discussion. This is what I have for discussion, just listening to what he just said. I've been going down there for about 40 years. And where that washout is, there are oil wells that used to be on land, which are now out in the middle of the Mississippi River because the road has moved about 400 yards to the east as it continues to wash away. I don't know how Robbie y'all are even maintaining that road down there, but how many times do you know of that we've moved the road over since you've been there? Because we got oil wells that used to be on the left side of the road and are now on the right side of the road because the road had to move. And I don't know how we're even doing that. Did the Shusharks just allow us? Is that who owns that? Because we don't own a half a mile right of way along the river, do we?
I guess that's what we got. I have to look on and see what's on the plat or how wide, you know, our area is. I've never looked at the width. I looked at the length. You know, I know we're moving over. We're gonna move over down past Mr. Johnson's camp before long because that's where it's coming in, that being on the sandbar. It's washing there in the road. We're gonna have to continue to move over a little bit there. But as you said, in the past, we've never asked anybody to move over. We just, as a road, we just work the road, and as it falls out, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, 400 yards is a long way, but I've watched the digression of the road and how much it's had to move in the past. And y'all just keep moving it and moving it and moving it. Because the river keeps cutting, because it's coming around the corner right there. It's cutting into the bank.
That's what I'm saying. The part I'm referring to is past the washout. It's past, Mr. Johnson's got a camp overlooking the sandbar, and it's right past it. It's in a bend right there on the other sandbar. And the sandbar's silted in, so it's only, you know, in the bend. But we just continue to move over some to keep access, you know, keep them moving, you know. And nobody said nothing.
Yeah,
So,
well, I just, if y'all hadn't ever been down there and seen how much damage that river does to some of those places. I've got a road that used to go to one of my oil wells. It's 40 feet deep now. It doesn't, there's not a road there anymore. And it's just a new bayou that the river cut into it. You can't even get there. But anyway, any more discussion?
So is the road closed, Robert?
no, it's open.
The road is open?
What road? Carthage Point?
The road is open?
Yeah.
Okay, at what point are we gonna use the money that was sent down here to alleviate this problem?
As soon as we get the road widened, you know, built
And then
wide, we got it passable. They hauling oil out, owners is getting in and out.
So
As
people
I said
going in and
before,
out.
now we're widening the blowout. You know, we had it passable, now we're widening that.
So when we gonna use the money to?
When?
Yes.
Once we get that widened out, and he'll bid it out, and we'll be ready to do it, you know. But it'll be a few
So
more
my
weeks
question is-
for us getting it wide enough to do, you know what I'm saying, get the toe in it and built up.
So we have to wait till you get through doing what you
What I'm
doing
doing.
to bid it out?
Correct.
Okay.
And this is something really I hadn't even thought about till Ricky just asked that question. When that job starts and they start repairing that road, how are people gonna access? They're gonna have to go around that right away. I just thought.
If it becomes a
They're
problem
working
on
on
top of
that
that levee, they'll have to do something to get beyond that, because they don't, you know.
Robbie, just in your opinion, do you think that's gonna hold up? But it's the first time the river come up, is it gonna blow completely out?
No, there's
The
no
new
way.
road?
There's no way to know.
Yes.
You know, and it, like, he just says, no way to know. I mean, we've built it before and it's blowed out, but like I said, we've never ripped out the backside of it, which that's what we're gonna do this time, is rip out the backside and see. You know.
Unless you've seen it, what 30-mile-an-hour water can do.
It might hold it once. I mean, there's no way to know. That river's an animal. There's no way that, nobody knows what's gonna happen when that river comes
Okay,
up. Anyway.
call the vote.
We'll get to that point. I guess we're not gonna deal with that when we get to that point.
Call for the vote. Aye.
Aye.
Nay.
Nay.
2 ayes, 2 nays. Motion failed. All right.
That concludes my report.
Ms. Dean,
I don't have anything.
Ms. Phillips.
I have a couple of things. Mr. Slover spoke to Terrence Hunter, and he did agree to be the sanitation special master, or I guess that's what we called him. So you just need to have the board authorize that and spread that across the areas, please.
Okay, you heard the request.
You gonna be with me?
Special master over the sanitation discrepancies or argument. Moved by Ms. Hutchins. I'll second it. Any discussion?
I'm trying to say he's gonna be with now?
The special master over hearing the cases on sanitation, is that correct?
Yes.
But what kind of case you talking about? When a citizen have a problem or something?
Correct.
Okay.
Any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any nays? Motion carried.
We have the meal, need to have the meal tracking report for August for the Adams County Sheriff's Office spread across the minutes.
Need a motion for the meals.
Some
Moved by Ms. Hutchins.
Second.
Second by Mr. Smith. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any nays? Motion carries.
Judges Davis and Ward presented 2 orders for us to be presented to the board. Carla Allgood, who was Judge Ward's court administrator, has resigned, and so they are going to just use one court administrator, Cherry Johnson, and this is an order to increase her salary to $45,000. And they will not be hiring another court administrator.
Okay. Need a motion to spread that across the minutes. Moved by Ms. Hutchins. Second by Mr. Middleton. Any discussion?
Yes, Ms. Brand, could you break that down to me one more time?
Sure. So Judge Ward and Judge Davis, each one had a court administrator. So Carla Allgood was Judge Ward's, Cherry Johnson was Judge Davis's. Carla decided to resign and retire, and so instead of hiring another court administrator, they decided to just both use one, and they increased her salary just a little bit up to $45,000.
Kind of job I need.
All in favor? Aye. Any nays? Motion carries.
We have another order from Judge Ward. It is Katie Freiberger is moving up to a level BI. I'm bad with Roman numerals. So her annual salary would be increased to $94,800.
Say that again?
That got your attention, didn't it?
It's for Katie Freiberger, increasing her salary. She's going up to another tier level with the AOC. She was a level 3, she's now gonna be a level 4 under the tiers, and it's 94,800. It's based on years of experience.
So what it was before that?
I'll have to go back and look. Where is she working?
She works for Judge Ward.
And she's a staff attorney.
AFC pays most of their salary.
Right.
Anything over the allotment they have, we have to pick up, and it's not a lot.
Not that much.
And they spread it out amongst the 4 counties as well, so.
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Gray. Second by Mr. Middleton. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any nays? Motion carries.
And then Scott, on the special elections, we haven't had one in a while, so do we just have to spread across the minutes who qualified for the positions and then we do the certification of the Secretary of State for that?
I think the election commission's supposed to do that, but we can certainly find that they've done that and authorize the election commission to send those to Secretary of State.
So we had 2 people qualify for Justice Court Judge. We had Berna Johnson and Shamika Collins. And then we only had 1 person qualify for District 2 Election Commissioner, and that was Stephanie Anderson, who is currently in that position. So we just need to make that finding, please.
Need a motion to spread that across the minutes.
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Gray, second by Ms. Hutchins. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any nays? Motion carries.
I want to bag this train up a little bit. I want to ask about the judge and whoever we gave the raise to. Is they gonna get rid of one of those judges?
I think the new legislation that came through, we are going to be absorbed within a 6-county district, and we will go from 4 judges, which there's 2 judges in that one district now and 2 in ours, and we'll go to 3 judges,
So we're gonna lose one of them judges.
December 31st, 2026.
So let me ask you something, when we lose that judge, the person that just got that raise, would they still be?
Yes, because whoever the judge is here would still have to have a court administrator.
The court administrator would.
Right.
The staff attorney may not.
Because
She may not have a job.
Right.
She works for Judge Ward. So when that position dissolves, then.
Right. Because both judges had a court administrator and a staff attorney. So now they're down to 1 court administrator, but they both still have a staff attorney, but like Scott said, I presume that obviously when that
So
judge
it's
goes
only
away.
1 staff attorney, court administrator right now.
And so we'll have to reevaluate when that happens, because you become one district again, and certain judges have staff attorneys and certain judges don't. Certain judges don't have court reporters.
Right.
So
And
we'll have to look and see what AOC's paying, and maybe they're gonna pay us more because it's per a judge basis.
It's $130,000 per judge.
Right.
For the total package, salary and benefits.
Right. And that doesn't include court reporters, that's just court
Just
administrators
court
and
administrators.
staff.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, it's gonna be in the air until that.
Okay. And right now, we're gonna only have 1 court
Administrator,
administrator.
that's right, yes.
Okay.
It was like that for many, many years, and they stopped for several years and gone back to it since Judge Ward is probably gonna retire, I think.
Brian, did that conclude your report?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mr. Slover?
Just have an opioid settlement for us to approve. This was with a bankruptcy with Purdue. Right? No, this was
Yeah.
with Apox, Hemica, and Endeavor. We already approved it for Purdue.
Yeah.
And
Do you need
amount?
approval for it?
Is it amount? Well, you ain't gotta get no amount.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah, it don't give it out.
We'll have 5 letters coming tomorrow.
If it's a penny, it's more than what we get otherwise,
I want some of it.
and at no cost to us.
They
So
gonna
Need a
find
motion?
out anyway. So moved.
Moved by Ms. Hutchins, second by Mr.
If you
Gray.
already know.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any nays? Motion carries.
Okay, that's fine.
That was my report.
All right. Ms. Khan?
Regarding the airport, the advisory board had 1 interview Friday, and they're gonna have 2 this week. So at the next meeting, they should have a recommendation for our airport director, unless the board wants to do the interview them themselves. So
You
what
said
is
they
it?
had how many interviews?
Three. They have one Friday and they have two this week.
So Mr. Slover, I do that go as far as being advisory board, they advise what? After we do the interview, they make a recommendation, or how do they know?
They'll make a recommendation and the board can either decide to accept the recommendation or you don't have to. And with 911, that commission made a recommendation and the board approved the recommendation. So it's really up to.
All right, thank you.
I would like to look at the resumes, even after, you know, make a recommendation, I would like to look at the resumes.
Certainly your prerogative.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. We're still waiting on some quotes for the roof repairs, and I actually talked to Johnny Waycaster, and he was a party to the repairs of the roof that is not leaking, the flat roof on the, if you're looking at the airport on the right-hand side. So he said he would go out with me and look at the left-hand side and see if the same thing that they did on the right-hand side will work. So I'm gonna go out there with him probably this week and look at that roof, because we've got to get it fixed. It's like the Mississippi River, it finds a new place to leak. So, I think y'all got an email from one of the contractors for the T-hanger bids. I guess the simplest way to put this is when Richard left, this turned into a hot mess because another engineering firm came in and said that it was underbid $1 million. So instead of $1 million, it was gonna cost $2 million. And I'm not sure about the funding now because it's been so long. So the advisory board they met and they're gonna talk to the engineers, and I think they're gonna talk to you, Scott. But their thinking is we just punt the T-hanger project for right now, and then we can apply for the grants again next year. Because really wasn't sure about the place where we have it located right now, because nobody really thought how they would get to the hangar, because they're gonna have to go on part of I'm not a good airport person, but on part of the runway to get to it with the location. So there's just been a lot of hiccups in this project, and so I look at the next board meeting to advise y'all once they make their final decision to punt the project to next year for the new T-hangers.
They'll have to, they won't be on the taxiway, they'll be on the runway?
The taxiway, yeah, the taxiway, so, the taxiway.
So my question is, Miss Missy, with this being said, is this gonna prolong us to getting a flight going out of here?
Oh no, this is just T-hangers.
Okay.
This is just, we have a list of people that are waiting to get hangers. And so this was just gonna, I think, give us 10 more hangers. But with the price doubling and not knowing why, it just seems like the best thing to do is to punt and start over.
I got you.
I have the contract for AirMed for the lease. They accepted all your changes. So it's signed by AirMed, we just need someone to sign it on behalf of the airport. So I didn't know if it was something you wanted to sign or if y'all wanted to spread across the minutes that I sign it.
What is it?
Okay.
How much, they're paying $600
$600.
a month to park their helicopter when they need to, as needed.
So the advisory board did tell me they were there when they pulled it out at their last meeting. So it was pretty impressive to watch them hook to the dolly and pull it out of the hangar and take off.
All right, so I need a motion to sign the document. Moved by Mr. Middleton, second by Ms. Hutchins. Any discussion? All in favor? Any nays? Motion carried.
Mr. President?
Yes.
If we decide to go along with the recommendation of the advisory board, getting it, hire somebody out there, I just think that individual need to come before us and give us an opportunity to meet him or whatever the case
Yeah,
may be.
I'm fine with that. Yeah, fine.
Thank you.
Did Mr. Gaines fill his slot?
No, that was something else. We need to fill his slot.
He said he was talking to someone.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
On September the 11th, there is a work harassment seminar. It's free. It's 1 day, and I'd like to get the board's approval for Ms. Jefferson and myself to attend it.
So, second.
Moved by
September the 11th.
second by
Where
Mr.
is
Gray.
it?
It's in Jackson.
Hawaii.
Yeah,
Oh, I thought you said Hawaii.
I wish it was.
Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any nays? Motion carried.
And I think that, oh, no, I have one more. I have two more things. I have a budget amendment, for the road department. I'm moving $13,300 from the vehicles 5,000 and above to the roads contract to cover Midway's, invoice for Roberts Lake. It was $210,000.
So,
Moved by Ms. Hutchins. I'll second it. Any discussion?
Midway.
All in favor? Aye.
Yes.
Any
This
nays?
guy, you looked at this guy, it's okay? It's,
I'm sure Todd's that.
No, it's just
Except
swapping accounts. It hadn't increased the bottom line of the road at all. It's just swapping money around.
Oh.
And when $175,000 insurance comes in, it'll go to the road to reimburse the partial invoice.
All in favor? Aye. Any nays? Motion carries. That needs to sign. Okay.
Oh, and then, I have another invoice for Bellwood. It's for one for $139,306. We've been reimbursed by MDA. I did talk to, Doug Rimberly, the engineer. He said they should be finished by the end of the month. The last thing that will determine the final amount is a dirt survey. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. And that he's projecting the project would be around 3.8 million when it's finished. And their invoices are about 2 million, so the total project should be about 4 million.
So he's just not gonna even come show up at the board meeting no more, right?
I will be honest, I forgot to ask him to come, but I will call him again today and ask him to come next time. But I knew you were gonna ask questions, so that's why I called him.
Was an awesome engineer. He know his job, and his job is to come before the board to in case we have any questions. To me, this is not the way you're supposed to be doing it, giving it to the county administrator, like the county administrator work for him. You don't work for these engineering firms. They supposed to come before the board like everybody else. That's just not. Thank you.
Okay.
And that's a reimbursement, you say?
So this is already being reimbursed by the MDA. We're just paying the invoice. We've got.
Need a motion.
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Middleton. I'll second it. Any discussion?
Mr. President, you said this is reimbursement.
We've been reimbursed through MDA. This is just us paying the invoice for the work that was done.
All right.
All in favor? Any nays? Motion carried.
Now that is it for me. I'm done.
Okay. I've got a request for authorization for, several employees for the juvenile detention. Shavar Hunt, $12 an hour, $12,480 a year. Gregory Chapman and Alicia Blanton, all the same.
How much a yearly?
They're $12,480.
They part-time?
Full-time, new hires.
Nah, they can't be, they can't
They're all
$12.
part-time as needed.
be part-time.
Oh, part-time.
Yeah. So 12,000, I know.
Well, yep. Apparently he needs them now, but he didn't come to submit it, but they're starting today.
It started today, and we ain't even approved it.
Well, that's what the date is, so. I need a motion to, sign these.
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Gray,
Second.
second by Ms. Hutchins. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any nays? Motion carries. Okay, I've got a, Danny Barber is traveling on October 3rd to Bay St. Louis for a conference. I need his travel approved.
So moved.
What?
Moved by Mr. Gray,
I'm a second.
second by Ms. Hutchins. Discussion.
Yes. What kind of conference is this?
It just says seminar.
A seminar? Okay, I was just wondering if the other justice court judge needs to go. This is something that
You can prove it for both.
I'm
and-
approving for both, just in
Just
case.
in case she
That's
wants to
why
go.
I made my motion for both.
Okay.
I second.
If there's another one in there, let me know. All right. Any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any nays? Motion carries.
While you looking through your list, Mr. President, I just got a text, man, and, could we get a, special prayer for the Cowboys?
Yeah, okay.
You ain't.
Then my chip went down after that. Then my chip went down after that. Gotta go somewhere.
Hey,
Mr. President,
Yes.
go ahead.
Oh, dang,
Nick Saban ain't.
you sitting on the ground over there?
It just went down after I made this
I
statement.
know, well, yeah, you got a wink, didn't you?
Yeah,
That doesn't sound like it was a good one.
That's from Jerry. Jerry say don't do that.
We got a travel voucher for, Tracy Davis. Do I, did you sign it? Okay. I think this is probably already in our budget. The Natchez branch of NAACP is having their, annual Freedom Fund banquet October the 3rd at 7 p.m. They want us to, have a table for 10.
When is that?
It's, October the 3rd at 7 o'clock. Anniversary of Parchment's Fire, Gerald Brunel will be guest speaker. The event will be at, the banquet will be held at the event at Gayosa, 14 Gayosa.
I think that's something we did last year, isn't it? Did we, yeah. I'll make a
Do we
motion.
need a, okay, motion by
Second.
Ms. Hutchins, second by Mr. Gray. Any discussion? All in favor? Any nays? Motion carries. I need to spread this across the minutes and then hand it over to, Robbie. Kingston Road, residents want a speed bump humper too much real fast traffic going down through there. And I've got
Is that
Clock
a
tower.
FAU? Is that a, what you call it?
State aid.
State aid road?
I don't think so.
The process is, you get enough applicants to make the application, and the county engineer takes a look to make sure it doesn't violate any requirements.
Okay.
Because it could, I mean, maybe not allowed to do the speed humps if it's like a state aid
Mr.
road.
President, how many people live on the road?
I think there's not but about 12, and I see 11 signatures plus somebody that will, well, they're out of state, but that they can be called. Can we just spread this across the minutes and let them determine that?
You don't have to spread on minutes, but it makes sense to.
Okay. So I need a motion just to spread that we have this on Fire Tower Road. Moved by Mr.
Oh,
Gray.
Fire Tower Road?
Fire Tower Road.
I thought you said Kingston Road.
Well, it's a cutout to Keystone.
That's the problem.
Yeah, you wanna get to the root.
Yeah, motion by Mr. Gray, I'll second it. Any discussion? All in favor? Any nays? Motion carries. This 25 Roseland Forest, why, are we supposed to do something about this nuisance property?
That's one that Gang was speaking about last week, and I'm not sure if he wants to pursue it or not.
Okay, so we're gonna hold it for.
Yeah, I think I took it
Next
there,
meeting.
probably here, I just,
Yeah, I'll ask for him, he's great.
yeah.
Okay, Sheriff, can you, spread, the patrol car situation across the minutes for us that, you just sent?
The one I emailed? Okay.
So if you don't know about it.
I seen the one he sent, but I can't read the small writing, but
Last time, we lost.
Just spread the vehicle report on.
yeah. I'm asking the board, for permission to spread across the minutes the vehicle report that was just sent to the board and Chancellor Clerk Brandon Lewis and County Administrator Missy Cole.
Okay, need a motion? Moved by Ms. Hutchins. Second by Mr. Gray. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any nays? Motion carries. Johnny, do you have anything?
Yes, sir. Good morning. Sorry when I'm late, but y'all might already went over about the NOLA cameras.
The sheriff discussed it a little bit, but.
Well, I received a call from EBS. That's the reason I turned around and came back.
Okay.
About concerning the Grange camera. One try to see if we can get it going at least by October 25th before the October 5th. I think we also, the only one that has it is on the Providence. I think Kingston, Broadmoor need to be done, I think also.
Kingston is working.
Kingston working?
Yeah, Kingston is working.
Should they just leave the Grange and Broadmoor?
Yeah, they building the one for the Grange.
But it's already,
I mean, the Broadmoor is the one they building and the Grange just need the power. That's all.
So, I just need permission to meet with the power company and make the contractor to get a price so we can try to get it done before the 25th.
All right, moved by Ms. Hutchins. Second by Mr. Bill.
Thank you.
Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any nays? Motion carries. Thank you, John. Mr. Howard,
Good morning.
how are you doing this morning?
We're happy to report that we're almost through with the grain season, which has been a bumper crop. We'll probably exceed 3.5 million bushels. Grain for the port, that equates to almost 40 barges. The rest of the business at the port is still steady, still moving, as it has been all year long. Had a request from Ms. Lewis to discuss the budget that CPA filed with Missy. If you want to do that now, or
The board just asked for, you just ask the board to approve it.
typically the board don't approve our budget, right, council?
They ratify what y'all approve.
Right, there's no raises in it. That's a pending thing, but request that you accept and press across your minutes according to the law, the budget that was submitted by Silence and Senator.
All right, moved by Mr. Gray. Second by Ms. Hutchins. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any nays? Motion carried. I did have one question. We, you know, that ongoing deal with BASF. Now they're wanting to, rent one of the buildings themselves or something and run it?
The jury is still out, the ball is in their court, they have not confirmed with Grayson which option they.
So you gave them an option or
They
a
got
price
an
option and what have you?
Well, we didn't even talk about numbers, but they got an option of whether they want to lease the building, put their own people in it, or if they want to start back over, we do some administrative changes, some personnel changes, and start see if that one little problem that they're registering will go away. And it's basically dealing with personnel.
You got that other deal working, the paddle system and lift system, y'all with it?
Yeah, after nearly $200,000, it's all installed, we're cleaning up the final run today. 1:30, we're gonna do a test run, a show and tell to one of the representatives from the plant across the river.
Okay.
And they're gonna pull a sample and we'll see what happens after that. They only have a minute amount of product in the silos, so.
Okay.
We're
Sounds
just,
good.
we're
Okay,
just
I'll
wading
just,
through the weeds in the water.
yeah, all right, thank you. All right, Sal. Okay, do we have any closed determination? So I need a motion. So in closed determination, moved by Ms. Hutchins, second by Mr. Middleton. All in favor? Aye.